to leave the European Union. I still don't believe that most people in Britain want to leave. They really don't. Now they know what it means, they don't want to do it. And of course we're here in London where we voted to remain. We voted by 62% to stay in, and it's so wonderful to be here on the river and to see our fantastic capital city, and it's fantastic for me to have represented London for the past 18 odd years in the European Parliament, and I've always felt very proud to do that, to be there in the EU as a Brit, carrying out legislative work and doing my bit, what I always consider to be my bit, having to do it. And it's wonderful now to see all of you here supporting and wanting us to go on doing that fantastic job. And I really do, I'm deeply grateful, and I thank all of that. And for everything out there demonstrating, actually saying we want to stay in the European Union, standing up and being counted, because we all have to do that now. We all have to stand up and be counted and say we do not want to leave. We want to stay here. It's Britain's place to be in the European Union, and the European Union has been such a fantastic force for good over the 40 years that we've been there. I will admit to you that I'm old enough to remember when we weren't in the EU. I actually campaigned for the first referendum. I was a student in 1975, and I know what it was like before, when it was a real adventure to go to France, where you had to cope with customs, bureaucracy, you couldn't take your pets, you couldn't do anything really. You could not. Leaving the UK was really hard. We're isolationists now, and we're going back to the kind of little England mentality that we had then. And we have had so many human rights by being in the EU. I'm vice chair of the European Parliament Women's Committee, and what the EU has done for women is quite extraordinary. We've had pregnant. Thank you. We've had maternity leave, we've had health and safety at work, we've actually had anti-discrimination legislation. None of that would have happened if I don't believe in this country, would have happened without the EU. And the really, really tragic thing is that we stand to lose all of that. And we must remember that we have what passes for a government, and we have hard Brexiteers who want to do away, who just want to stop all that progressive legislation. That's their agenda. They want this country to be a low-wage, high unemployment, offshore country like Singapore, like the worst of the United States. They don't want people to have any rights of work, they don't want people to have rights at all, they want the death penalty back, they want us to regress at least 100 years. That is the agenda of people like Jacob Rees-Mogg, and it's important that we go out there and say that. The EU is incidental to what they want, but they know they can't get what they want as long as we stay in the EU. So this is a fight to the end. This is a fight for the sort of country we want and we believe in. So we must all keep going and make sure that we get that.
Thank you very much indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary, what was your name? Mary Hannibal. Sorry, I did know really. I was just making it up because I thought that might amuse people. You also have a wonderful leather jacket, don't you? A red leather jacket. You wore it on the bus, didn't you? It was fabulous. I don't forget things like that. It was French. Oh, don't buy anything from these bloody foreigners. They're all a bit dodgy. Right. Now then, one thing I've said on numerous occasions, so apologies for repeating myself, The only one good thing to have come out of Brexit is all the wonderful, lovely, empathetic, like-minded people that I've met across the country. People that I would never have met if it hadn't been for that dreadful vote on the 23rd of June 2016. So thank you very much for that, Brexiters, for all the friends that I've met. I'm sorry that we've had to meet under such dreadful circumstances, but we are going to overturn this and we're going to stop it. Are we going to stop it?
Stop Brexit!
Are we going to stop it?
Yes!
Thank you very much. Now then, next up, somebody that I'm sure all of you know. We had the pleasure of this young lady on the bus with us in February. She's a regular at the number 10 vigil and all over the country. EU Supergirl, who now, as you all know, I'm sure, is the Young European of the Year. You might have seen her last Friday on the Channel 4 News, where she did a wonderful job against a couple of other plonkers. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, Madalena Kay! Oh my goodness me, that's not sorted out either. What do you need? A guitar cable and a headset. Who's doing that for you? Charlie! Charlie, we need a guitar cable and a headset. These creatives, you know, they're real trouble. Real pain in the neck. Demanding this, demanding that. Come on, sort yourselves out, guys. We've got Boris in charge backstage. No wonder it's a complete cock-up, is it? What are we going to shout? Eddie. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie. Eddie is also a regular at the number 10 vigil. And I'm sure you've all seen him on the TV as well.
Always. We're going to do some shouting now.
Yes, let's do some shouting. What are we going to shout, Eddie?
What do you fancy shouting? The usual?
What's the usual?
Bollocks to Brexit!
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 Bollocks to Brexit! Bollocks to Brexit!
Very good, very good. We always rely on Eddie to raise the tone of anything we're doing. It's absolutely wonderful. By the way, whilst I just see Clem Fandango in the audience, Clem, can you just wave that little postcard up in the air? Ladies and gentlemen, Clem Fandango from Word Up Design. There's a little shop at the back here behind me where you can buy your t-shirts, your Bollocks to Brexit, key rings, stickers and so on and so forth. We don't want to take them home. We'd rather we sold them. Isn't that right? How much is my commission, Clem? What? I can't hear you. Why don't you say it yourself? Stand here.
And the percentage of sales tonight is going to the number 10 vigil.
You said it. Did they hear? What did you say? Oh! I hope you did hear that. She's going to send a percentage of tonight's takings to the vigil. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what have you been waiting for? Madalena Kay!
So I'm going to start with a song that I wrote last week. So this is the first ever public performance. It may go really badly. I apologise if it does. But I wrote this song last week after it was announced that Vote Leave broke the law. Did anyone hear about that? Yeah, they're criminals, right? They're not just liars. They're not just dirty cheaters. They're criminals. So this song is called Vote Leave Broke the Law. Wait, I need to get my camera on. Leave campaign, run a majority, by their own rules, but it's not to be denied. Trees are men, for fuck's sake. I can't do this. I haven't had time to practice.
Is that what they're saying in Parliament right now? Fuck, I can't do this.
So I'm going to take one that I know better.
I love the whistle. Carnival.
Representation of races.
I
Tell you what, can we get our photo together?
Right, so this song is Brexit is Brexit.
Put that down. This is my Caribbean music. Thank you. Your name is?
Juliet Matamila.
Gillian.
Juliet. As in Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet
And your last name again?
Sorry. I'm sorry now.
From originally. Kenya.
And yourself? And yourself?
I'm Bristol in England.
Thank you. What's your name?
Well, when I dress up, I'm Wendy. When I'm just a man, I'm Stephen.
Oh, right. Lovely meeting both of you.
Well, I'm meeting, well, you're meeting Wendy, isn't it?
Meeting Wendy. Lovely meeting Wendy. Beautiful. You look lovely. I love your flag. I really love your flag. Where did you get that?
Well, we got it online.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yes, all the flags.
Beautiful. I love this. I really love it.
So how have you been in the UK a long time?
I love it.
Excellent.
What is happening in this Whatever is happening is disgusting.
It's absolutely. It's the onset of fascism. We don't stop it. In 10, 20 years we'll be a fascist state. It has to be stopped.
Well
It
done.
has to be stopped.
I'm recording now. So, do you want to say something?
Yes.
Hold on. Right, here live, you're meeting Wendy. Please tell us about why you're here today.
Because I passionately believe in the European Union and everything it stands for, bringing 28 nations together in the way that it does, bringing peace and cooperation together. What could be better? Those that seek to bring this down have sinister motives. Their reasons are because they seek to gain advantage. Their advantage could be that from a Russian standpoint, or it could be from a pure fascist point of view. There are people in Parliament who don't really believe in democracy, and they will tell us that we're not democratic. That's the bullying